You didn't stumble upon this by accident. Something deep inside led you here, to this exact moment. And by the time you finish listening, you'll understand why. Maybe lately, life has felt overwhelming, like everything's spinning into chaos, filled with uncertainty that seems to have no purpose. But what if I told you that all of this might actually be the clearest sign that you're about to step into the most powerful, meaningful chapter of your life? Here's what most people don't realize. The universe whispers before it shouts. It sends signals before massive shifts occur. The tragedy is that most people misinterpret these signals as bad luck and give up just before their breakthrough. But not you. You're here, and that means you're paying attention. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 powerful signs that your life is on the verge of profound transformation. If you resonate with even 3 of them, prepare yourself, because a new reality is already unfolding. Sign 1. You're questioning everything you thought you knew. If lately you've been reflecting on your beliefs, values, goals, or sense of purpose, it's not by chance. Something deep within has already begun to shift. This internal transformation may not be visible yet, but it's very real. It's as if the old mental structures you relied on are crumbling. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but that discomfort is sacred. It means you're waking up to a new version of yourself. The universe is inviting you to re-examine everything you've taken for granted. Your reality, relationships, direction. This isn't a crisis, it's an awakening. The universe is urging you to dismantle the illusions you've been living under, so you can open the door to something far greater. These questions, who am I really? What do I truly want? Am I living a life that honors my soul's calling? These aren't just philosophical ponderings, they're portals. And once you step through them, there's no going back. The world feels unfamiliar. Things that once made perfect sense lose their meaning. Certainties vanish. While that feels like losing your footing, it's actually you finding your path. This disorientation is the universe clearing the path, making space for the real you to emerge, free from old roles, expectations, and stories that no longer fit. It's spiritual cleansing, a death of the false self, so the authentic self can be born. Remember, questioning isn't a detour. It's the beginning of the journey. You're not losing your way, you're finally starting to see it. Sign 2. You feel disconnected from your past. One of the clearest indicators that you're entering a new chapter is this growing disconnection from your past. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual shift that begins deep within. The things that once excited you, motivated you, filled you with purpose, they begin to lose their power. Hobbies, conversations, routines that brought you joy now feel hollow. You're looking at the same world through different eyes. People you felt deeply connected to, places that felt like home, now seem distant, almost foreign. The emotions tied to those experiences have faded, replaced by quiet detachment. This isn't random. It's your soul nudging you forward, telling you that you've outgrown certain moments, relationships, versions of yourself. Your perception is evolving, and as it changes, so do your goals, desires, values, and connections. The things that once formed your identity's foundation no longer feel like they belong to you. They feel like echoes of a life you once lived, shadows of a self you no longer are. You can't go back. You can't keep pretending the old life fits the new you. It simply doesn't. This disconnection you're experiencing isn't meant to punish you. It's preparing you. It's making room for what's next. Think of it as a clearing in the forest, ready to receive new life. The loss of interest in your past is a sacred signal that something new is on its way. You're not abandoning everything. You're unbinding yourself from things that have fulfilled their purpose. Sign 3. You're questioning what you once thought was important. Have you noticed that what used to feel essential doesn't carry the same weight anymore? You're seeing life from a completely different angle. Things that worry you seem to lose their grip. Material goals, other people's opinions, social expectations begin to fade in the presence of something far more meaningful. Your career, money, fame, they all seem like small pieces of a much bigger picture you couldn't see before. You realize that true meaning isn't about meeting society's standards, but about living in alignment with what genuinely resonates within you. A filter has fallen away, allowing you to see past the surface into your essence. This question can stir up uncertainty, even make you feel lost. But that space of not knowing is fertile ground for growth, where new answers begin to surface from within, not from outside voices. Life reveals that fulfillment doesn't come from accumulating things, but from experiences that enrich your soul and relationships that nourish your spirit. You start noticing that things that gave you security now feel hollow. You no longer feel the need to follow what society defines as success. A new energy is pulling you toward a more authentic life, less influenced by external expectations. This isn't about rejecting the old, it's about allowing the new to enter. Passions you set aside suddenly reclaim your attention. You're rediscovering forgotten activities or exploring areas you never considered. Sign 4. You feel more connected to your intuition than ever. It's fascinating what happens when you're on the brink of a major leap. A new kind of inner clarity gets activated within you. Life begins to make more sense, as if everything carries deeper meaning, and every choice feels more natural. You're no longer lost in chaotic thoughts. Something within starts guiding you, showing you which direction to take. Intuition is that inner voice, that gut feeling that tells you what to do without needing logical explanations. This awakening doesn't happen overnight. It starts with small signs, a hunch that leads you down a different path, a wave of calm during uncertain moments. At first, it's hard to recognize because everyday noise drowns out that inner voice. But as you give it space and listen more closely, it grows stronger and clearer. Sometimes it's a physical sensation, other times a thought appearing from nowhere, or unexplainable certainty about a person or situation. Your choices are no longer purely rational. They come from deeper knowing that's more in tune with your essence. It doesn't matter if you don't understand why something draws you in or pushes you away. That feeling of certainty is the beginning of a powerful transformation. Events that once seemed random now have a pattern, as if puzzle pieces are finally fitting together. Life flows more naturally because you feel you're in the right place at the right time, doing exactly what you're meant to do. The more you trust your intuition, the more you feel deep peace and security you never knew before. Even without all the answers, that strong feeling of alignment with your purpose becomes so powerful that nothing can pull you off your path. Sign 5. You feel drawn to personal growth. As this new chapter unfolds, your mind opens wider than ever. You're no longer content with what you once knew or the version of yourself you used to accept. A profound desire for personal expansion rises from within. You no longer want to just exist. You want to evolve, improve, push your limits. This inner drive for growth guides your thoughts and actions. You're constantly seeking new knowledge through books, courses, experiences, conversations with people who challenge how you think. You're hungry to learn more, grow more, become a more authentic and powerful version of yourself. This thirst leads you to explore parts of yourself you never thought to uncover, from hidden passions to deepest limitations. It's not just intellectual curiosity, it's a longing to feel whole, to align more closely with your values and purpose. This connects you to transformative energy, a feeling that nothing is impossible if you're willing to evolve. Personal growth isn't just a choice anymore, it's a priority. You're ready for a journey that won't just change your outer world but reshape your inner self in ways you can't yet comprehend. You begin asking deeper questions. Who am I really? What is my purpose? What do I truly want to do with my life? Your mind is ready to expand, to break out of the comfort zone you once thought was enough. You feel a pull toward healing, not just intellectual growth, but emotional and spiritual too. You're confronting old wounds, limiting beliefs, mental patterns that no longer serve you, ready to let them go. Sign 6. You want to break free from toxic relationships and situations. You're beginning to notice how certain people and circumstances that once felt like home now seem completely out of place. Things you used to tolerate, behaviors you once excused, environments you accepted as normal now feel heavy, draining, disconnected from who you're becoming. You're not just outgrowing these dynamics, you're evolving past them. What once felt familiar no longer aligns with your evolving values, deeper purpose, or inner peace. It's like waking from a long sleep and realizing that some people and patterns you kept close were never helping you thrive. They were just keeping you in place. Something has shifted inside you. There's clarity emerging, powerful awareness that you no longer want to remain stuck in connections that drain your energy. It doesn't matter how long you've known someone or how much effort you've invested. If it doesn't support your growth, it's time to let it go. The discomfort of staying in a place that no longer feels right has become greater than the fear of the unknown. This urge to distance yourself from toxic energy isn't about rejecting others with resentment. It's about honoring yourself with love. It's not selfish to choose peace, seek clarity, protect your energy. It's self-respect. You deserve to be surrounded by people who uplift you, challenge you in ways that promote growth, who see you clearly and love you for who you truly are. You're not looking for perfection. You're looking for authenticity, realness, mutual respect, and emotional safety. As you release what no longer serves you, something beautiful happens. You start attracting people and experiences in true alignment with your soul. New connections blossom, ones that feel light, expansive, inspiring. Sign 7. You feel powerful disconnection from everything that no longer serves you. As you step into this new phase, you notice that what once felt essential now carries far less weight. Something deep within has shifted. Your perspective is changing, your energy transforming, and what once defined your world begins fading into the background. Relationships that felt vital may now feel strained. Activities that fill you with joy might seem hollow. Even familiar places that gave comfort might suddenly feel distant. This doesn't mean your past was a mistake. It means you're evolving, shedding layers of identity that no longer fit. This disconnection might feel uncomfortable at first. There can be confusion, sadness, and nostalgia. You might question yourself, why don't I enjoy this anymore? Why do I feel distant from people I used to love? Yet amidst that discomfort, there's undeniable freedom. It's like breathing fresh air after being in a closed room too long. You may not understand everything happening, but something inside knows it's time to let go. Certain habits, routines, thought patterns no longer resonate with your current being. What once consumed your attention barely moves you. Old fears lose their grip. Constant worries seem less urgent. There's sacred silence that follows letting go. Inner calm that wasn't there before. You're not just releasing the old, you're making room for the new. And this new isn't just external. It's deeper alignment with who you're truly becoming. The transformation awaits. If you're hearing these words right now, if they resonate even a little, trust that it's not by accident. You were meant to receive this message. Something within you is awakening. Deeper wisdom is rising to the surface. What happens when you finally take control of your life with full awareness of these signs? What shifts when you stop clinging to what was and start welcoming what's meant to be? A powerful awakening awaits, one that has the potential to reshape everything you thought you knew. You're not just changing circumstances, you're expanding consciousness, aligning with a version of reality where peace, clarity, and authenticity are your new foundation. This is the beginning of something extraordinary. Stay curious, stay open. The journey ahead isn't just about growth, it's about transformation. You're not alone on this path. And if you feel called to keep exploring your personal evolution, continue walking forward. There's so much more to uncover. The best stage of your life is about to begin. Welcome to ThinkDeep Studios. Thank you for staying with me till the end of this video. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more.